Welcome to this week's edition of Friday Night Football. I'm your host, John W. Davis, and we got some big games to talk about across Orange County, Los Angeles, Anlin, the San Gabriel Valley, Long Beach, South Bay. We're going to talk about all of those different areas, all those big games. But I want to start in the OC, Los Alamitos versus Serra. This is always a big-time matchup when these type of teams play each other because, this can be representative of if one of those teams do well for the rest of the season after winning this game, they will probably end up in Division One. But the same goes for the other team. Yeah, you could lose this game, but if you still do well for the rest of the season, you could be in D1, or you can somehow end up as a top seed in Division Two, and kind of make your way through that part of the playoffs. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that game. That's going to be at Westminster High. We got Steve Fryer covering Servite versus St. Paul. That's always a good matchup because St. Paul's coach, he always wants to play the Trinity League teams. He always wants to smoke. So we'll see if the Friars are going to give it to him. But this is another good game to watch. Chaparral at Mission Viejo. Both of these teams are undefeated right now, so something has to give. Mission Viejo, they've been pretty much running through teams up until last week. They almost had that lead course, so not so fast, my friend. But they were able to pull out that 3-point win. We got another game, Trabuco Hills, Corona Del Mar. That's a good game. I'm looking forward to that. Miracosta at Villa Park. Both teams 3-1. That should be a good game as well. Let's go ahead and move to Los Angeles area. Glendora Crespi, Hart West Ranch, San Fernando Kennedy, Birmingham Calabasas. All of these games, I'll be watching these games and I'll have live updates for you with the Southern California News Group. You'll see the link right above this video. And then also Inland. Man, San Clemente, Murrieta Valley, Cajon, Orange Vista, Roosevelt Colony. We got some big games out there. San Jacinto with Europa Hills. That's a good game, even though both of those teams are below 500 right now. That's still a good game for that area. Over in the Valley, man, Fred Robledo always has some good games. So shout out to my man, Fred. Covina versus Santa Fe at Pioneer. That should be a good game to watch. San Dimas at Monrovia. I'm looking forward to that. And then another couple that I'm looking forward to that you're like, okay, I want to see what happens with this El Rancho South Hills games. And also want to see what happens with Crescenta Valley at Muir. But in the Long Beach area, man, we got a game that's highly anticipated in the Long Beach area. That's my area. Long Beach Poly versus Lakewood at Vets. Last year, Poly was only up by one score against Lakewood at halftime. And everybody was like, oh, what's going to happen? Poly pulled it out, ended up winning by, 30 or so. But Lakewood is better. Poly is younger. They are growing in experience. How will that matchup be? I'm looking forward to seeing that final result. We got Milliken at Wilson. That's a good game. Compton Cabrillo. That's always a good game because, it's competitive. When games are competitive, they are good games in my opinion. And then in the South Bay area, I'm looking forward to this one. Rio Honda Prep